Hi there, my name is Mohammed Anas, and today we are going to make a critical review on Lean under the module Global Operations. And we have the group members here in this presentation, Arshad Aipali, Alias sir, and Abdul Rashid. So we can go to the introduction slides. So what is Lean? Lean is a maximizing value to the customer and minimizing the waste. It's what you mean by the lean, and also why lean is important nowadays, because the increased global integration and competition compel both manufacturing and service sectors to enhance their productivity, quality, and sustainability, so that making the lean very important in nowadays. And also lean focuses on maximizing customer value while minimizing waste through continuous improvement and efficiency through the supply chain. And it is a what is you mean by lean. And also from next slides onwards, we are going to make a presentation critically that evaluates the evolution of lean production and its adoption to the manufacturing and global service context, and also the strategies that we can recommend for the implementation and sustainability of the organizations. So we can move on to the main slides. So this says critical review and historical perspective of lean. As we said above, what is lean? So here we are going to say that when the lean was originated and all. So the lean is originated in the from the Toyota production system in post World War, like after the World War, and the main architect of the lean was Taishi Ono, and he mainly pointed out 3 points for getting this lean as a philosophy. It was Muda, Mura, and Muri. Muda means wasteful activities, to know the unwanted activities that will not gain a value to the organizations. And Mura is reducing the unevenness. It means to avoid the fluctuations in the workflow of the people and the machineries. And the Muri is avoid overburdenness, because we need to avoid the overwork pressure for the people and also for the machineries. So these are the main points he pointed out for making the lean implementation in the Toyota production system. So we can move on to the next point. It's evolution core. Once the Taishi Ono founded this one after the post World War, it got recognition only on 1980s. Mainly first in 1980s, the lean got recognition from Western industries only, but a global expansion, a breakthrough got only after 1990s, when the Womack and Jones made a published a book named "The Machine That Changed the World." It changed the lean into a global recognized philosophy. So we can move on to the next slides that we can get into more deep into this lean. This here we can see a timeline of lean that we founded lean in 19 Taichi founded the lean in 1950s, and 1980s it got a world Western recognition, and in 1990s it got a global recognition. But the main point from this timeline that we need to point out was the lean initially made for the manufacturing companies, but by 2000 and 2010 it gone it got an evolution to the digital and service sectors. So it made lean a great breakthrough from 1950 to 2020. So this is the timeline of the lean, and we can move on to the next slide. In this, it shows that the main five principles of Womack and Jones, once they published their book on 1990s, after that in 1996, they made this lean into a framework theory. So these are the main five points that they are pointing out. First one was define value. Define value means to understand the customer truly needs the service or product. It will reduce and it will gain a value to the organization. And the next point was map the value stream. It means identify every step that add or waste value to the organization. Like we need to identify every step that will make a value to organization or it is a waste to the organization. And the next point was creative flow. Creative flow means make a process smooth and continuous. All the processes, like if it's manufacturing, if it's service, if it's logistics, we need to make a flow for the for workflow for the continuous production or the continuous services. And the next point was pursue perfection. Pursue perfection means we need to keep improving continuously. We can't be fed up with the adoption or the lean philosophy or the framework styles. We must be keep improving continuously over the time. And the next point was creative flow. Creative flow means produce only when customer needed. We need to understand when the customer really needs it, the customer requirements, so that we can make a forecast or we can stock the inventories according to that. Only once we get to know when the customer is needed it or not. So these are the main points of lean and its historical perspectives and its critical review. So we can move on to the next slides. I am inviting my group member Arshad Aipali to this presentation. So he will be here.
Thank you, my friend Anas. Directly I go to my slide. This is the lean adaptation in the service sector DHL logistics. The first one is the why DHL. DHL is the global logistics and courier leader operating in over 220 countries, managing complex supply chains and time critical deliveries. The company has implemented lean production principles to optimize global logistics, warehousing, and customer services. Its lean journey began in the early 2000s to improve process efficiency, reduce environmental impact, and change to service quality. The second one is the adaptive lean practices. Value stream mapping, identify non-value activities, JIT delivery, coordinates the shipment precisely with the demand, Kaizen and continuous improvements. Employees improved to the suggest improvement to in route design, digital lean tools, integration, automation, load tracking, and the AI for real-time route optimization, standardized workflow. The reduces Mura and Muri in operation to enhance consistency. I go to my next slide. These are the positive environmental impacts. Reduce carbon emissions. Lean logistics and route optimization under the Go Green initiative has the carbon dioxide emission by up to 30% since 2010. The energy efficiency. JIT reduced vehicle idle time and warehouse over capacity, lowering fuel and electricity consumption. The waste minimization. Lean reduce packaging material waste and encourage reusable or recycled materials. Sustainable fleet management. Lean principles integrated into electric vehicle scheduling and green fuel adoption program. The global scalability. Lean tools enable sustainability practice to be replaced across multiple global hubs. The next one is the critical evaluation and challenge. Overlays on JIT, why the wide efficiency its increased vulnerability to supply chain disruption and the transport emission from frequent smaller shipment. The digital infrastructure demands. Advanced lean system record continuous energy and data storage, indirectly increasing the carbon footprint. The next one is cultural variants. Global lean reloads face in consistent adoption and training gaps across region. The next one balance cost vs sustainability. Lean may previous pre- priorities cost efficiency over deep environmental investment in some divisions. The next slide it will showing my friend Mr. Ali.
Uh, Hi, this is Ali, and I'm going to take the topic like a best strategy for learning implementation. There are 3 points to talk. From the beginning, leadership, commitment, and vision. The first key strategy is strong leadership. The top management must be support learning and communicate clearly with the employees. At DHL, leaders set clear learn goals, especially around sustainability and customer satisfaction. Good communication help to build trust across the global team. And coming to the next point, strategic alignment. Learn must fit with the company's main strategy. At DHL, learn is not just about reducing waste. It also help the company to become more competitive and sustainable. When learn matches the organization goal, it's become erase it implement across all the regions. Coming to the last point, process mapping and standardization. The next strategy is mapping and improving process. Value streaming mapping helps identify waste, standardizing workflow, reducing uneven work, and preventing overburn on employees. This also help DHL keep operation consistent and scalable across different countries. Coming to the next slide, I'm going to take supporting enablers for learning implementation. Uh, the first point, value streaming strategy through digitalization. One important enabler is digitalization. Value streaming mapping shows where the process show down, and the digital tools like LOT, AI, and data analytics make it easier to see a problem easily. These tools help DHL make faster dis discussions and reduce waste. And next point is implementing just-in-time logistics. Another im, enabler is just-in-time. This means providing the right services at the right time. DHL use digital forecasting to match supply and customer demand. This reduce fuel use, storage cost, and unnecessary inventory. Uh, that take time also help avoiding uneven workloads. And the next topic, uh, leveraging digital learning technologies. Digital technologies like real-time tracking, predictive maintenance, and AI routing optimization make it learn more effective. These tools prevent delay, improve correlation, and ensure the performance can be measured to the scaled across DHL global network. And coming to the next slide, uh, potential issue. There are four topics to take. Point number one is resistance to chance. Employees may resist a learn because they fear extra work or job loss. Also, because a digital operates in 220 plus countries, different cultures may adopt learn at different speed. And second point is overlays at JIT. JIT can be risky. It work well with everything is stable, but during description like COVID-19 or port delay, JAT system can break down easily. And the third point is data and technology consistence. Learn depends on a good digital system, pure data, weak technologies, or cyber issues can affect the JAT coordinations and performance. And the last point is the hockey stick effect. This occurs when work suddenly increases at the end of the month. This creates stress, overburn, and uneven work, going against learned principles. And the next topic is going to take my friend Abdul Rashid.
We can go to mitigation strategy. We have we suggest you normal four mitigation strategies. So normally, first one is strong change management communication. Change DHL company implement more strong management programs and Kaizen's workshops. Build a awareness for communication, like engaged employees, DHL certified international specialized training, and second one, uh, balanced JIT and resilience planning. JIT effectively just in case buffer to critical operations, like critical operation while supporting this JIT effect. Then continuous learning and digital investment. Digital should invest data reliability and AI-based performance dashboard and cyber security system. And next is level loading, iJunga and workload. Apply iJunga smooth iJunga stick effect due to workload to access time and post learn to employment handling variability demand to periods of stability. And I give to next slide conclusion, Mr. Anas.
Hi, so we are concluding our presentation. So we made an evolution and historical perspectives and adaptation to the service sectors and also a possible problems and the mitigations for that one. So we are going to the conclusion. The main summary findings are lean production developed by the HONO evolved from Toyota into a global efficiency philosophy. The five lean principles that we are described above and the strategic impacts through JIT logistics and digital lean tools, DHL has achieved faster response times and lower waste and managing Muda and Muri remains vital for consistent performance across DHL's global network that we are made evidentful recommendations in the above slides. And we are going to the next point. It's an academic reflection. Lean success depends on leadership, learning, and adaptability, not just tools. And the hockey stick effect shows the needs for balanced capacity planning and continuous improvement. So these are the main findings and the strategic impacts and academic reflections that we put from our representations above. So we are concluding our presentation, and the next slide, it's references that we use to get into this analysis and reviews. And also after the references, there is the personal reflections of our assignments, that we how we contributed to these assignments, and also what are the main points that we learned from this one. So that's all. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.